right, shut up. You too.
Hold on.
God damn it, Sean.
What are you doing
Sean.
No, don't look up a song. Any
Come on,
music,
Sean.
don't play it.
No.
Sean.
Hold on.
Okay, just let him get
Oh.
out of his system first.
I'm rolling my eyes.
2 hours
Hold on.
later.
If you play George Michael, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Well, like, that grin isn't helping.
God.
Triggered. No.
Oh my God. You know the funny thing is,
You're doing me a
me and
concern.
Sean were playing Siege one night, and it was with me. It was
You
me,
can't
him,
eat
and,
those on the mic.
me, him, and Micah,
Thank you.
and Eric. And Sean is like hiding in. What's that one map on Siege that has a cabin in it?
Cabin.
Yeah.
I know which one it is. I can't
Or
think
here's
of
some
what it is.
PTSD.
He's
Yeah.
anyway. Sean is playing his Captain, hiding in the bathtub. He's like, "Hold on, let me put on some mood music," and then he starts playing that song.
Alright. Quiet down now.
I'm proud of myself.
What's up, guys? It's the Friendly Fire Podcast.
Episode 60.
It is.
Yeah, welcome
made
back.
We made it.
No, we're gonna dance again. Oh, it's a podcast. Fuck.
Wait, what did you just say?
Nothing.
God damn it, Sean.
PTSD, Sean. For fuck's
I mean,
sake.
I love you.
Rest in peace, George Michael.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
We're all. God damn it, we're.
Too
You
soon.
fucking
You're my
totally
only
derailed me.
Too soon.
Motherfucker. Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
just ignore worth the rest of the podcast.
I mean, Slave Leia was I'd beat back then if she was alive.
You and
You're
every
not
other
helping.
heterosexual male that ever lived.
this is true. This is true. But we are all back tonight. It's all 7 of us.
Yeah,
Canadian.
Disco's Canadian now.
Yep.
He's not Canadian. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Sorry.
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 So yeah, episode 60. We're all here. Sean, what have you been playing? Get on the mic.
Use your words. Come on.
I don't know what's
Rocket
happening.
League,
I
move
actually don't know
on.
what's happening.
I'm stunned. Have I ever gone? Yeah, I've gone first.
Yeah,
gone
I'm sure. I
first
think
before.
everybody has at this point.
Oh, what have I been playing this week? I've been playing.
Rocket League, move on.
If you say wham, I'll kill you.
Wham?
What? I've been jamming Careless Whisper all week.
Yeah, he says, "What have you been playing?" Wham.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. I see.
Not,
what you...
not wham. Wham.
Wham.
Deadpool reference.
They earned that exclamation point. I've been playing Rocket League. Go fuck yourself, Josh. I've also been playing The Division.
Yeah. We power level. Oh, you went like what?
At least-
70 gear score in
At
like
least.
one night. Yeah, it was
At least.
His
ridiculous.
power level is over 9,000.
Pretty much worth. Thank you for
I'm gonna
that.
punch you in the mouth. Other than that, fuck, I think I still haven't unwrapped Final Fantasy 15 from the Soul Vein.
Yeah, of course you fucking haven't, prick.
Give me some fucking.
Give you some fucking.
I'm
Give me some
literally.
fucking.
I'm
You
going.
want some fuck?
I'm gonna take Rocket League off of your Xbox. I will figure out a way to
No.
get into your house and permanently remove it from your Xbox.
It wasn't that. The day I actually had time to play video games, I played The Division. It was fucking Christmas weekend, so suck my fucking nuts.
No, I told you like 3
I will
weeks
get around
ago.
to it.
I told you 3 weeks ago that if you did not play Final
I'm gonna whip
Fantasy
my dick out
15,
if you don't shut the fuck up.
I'm going to punch you in the nuts as hard as I can.
On
Get
the
up,
mic,
bitch.
Sean,
Get
you
up.
son of
Get
a
up.
bitch.
Yeah, that's right. Sit your ass down.
Anything else, Dave?
That's it.
Hmm.
Worth, what have you been playing?
Oh, that was quick. Wow, we're actually going to not be long-winded this week.
That's not the first time Sean's ever heard that.
Huh.
Or the last.
Hashtag just married. Thanks.
Savage.
What a save, what a save, what a save.
Calculated.
Nice shot.
Hashtag GG.
Okay.
Okay.
Calculated.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So, I've been playing The Division with you guys a couple times this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Division
was
is
so
awesome.
sad when I had to get rid of my G36, man. That
Max gear score is all that
I
matters.
don't care.
Nope.
I want no.
You'll find a new one.
Like, but it's my first love.
You'll
It's an
find a new
MMO.
one,
It's about numbers.
I know. But
Right.
still,
All they care
Pat
about.
knows what's up.
I finally downloaded I finished downloading the update for Modern Warfare, which was 27 gigs for fuck's sake.
Well, that's the rest of the maps, right?
That's the rest of
Yeah.
the maps that were in the original game, so I can't complain. But
What is happening to Drew?
27 gigs of maps.
27 gigs of maps, yes.
What kind of fucking maps are these?
Well, the game was released with 10 of them. There were 16 in the original game. So this update was the remaining 16 or 6. So
Did
I
it
ne-
come with a blowjob?
I hope so.
Yes.
I want one coming to me, pun intended.
You heard it here first at Friendly Fire Gaming. Modern Warfare update does come with blowjobs.
But so yeah, that was cool that they released all the original maps.
All I got was a rock.
Yeah.
You made Josh spit out his drink.
Just keep going. Just keep going. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So yeah, I played that. I now officially have more hard drive space reserved on my hard drive for Modern Warfare than I do for Infinite Warfare because fuck that noise. Then I played The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I actually made a point to play some of that this week.
Well, yeah.
Booyah. And what the fuck else did I
Are you
play?
doing main story or just fucking around with side quests?
I'm
Alright,
trying
I
to
gotta
decide-
interrupt you for a second, Worth. Drew, we might have to leave. There are 3 Squirtles at the Pokestop down the road for Pokemon Go.
If you
God damn it.
if you would have said 3 Blastoises, I would have been out the.
This is how you get your Blastoise army, man.
Is it
Oh, yeah,
Blast?
I
Blastoise
forgot.
Army!
I had almost given up on
what
Blastoise
Blastoise
Army.
say?
Hold on.
Is it Blastoises or Blastoise?
These Blastoise.
Blastoise
Or
apostrophe.
Blastai.
Blast.
No. It's Blastoise apostrophe.
Blaster
Yeah,
Mother's
just
Eye.
Blastoise army.
Blastoise.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not a.
I'm not a smart man.
Nah, I'm not a. I don't know. What are the people that name like? I don't know. I'm not a linguist.
Move on.
It would be,
Right.
if you were thinking of it technically, it's a school of Blastoise, right?
Yeah.
A
Gonna
murder of Blastoise.
Well, what's a
murder
group? What's a
march.
group of turtles
A
called?
group of crows is
It's
called a
school,
murder.
isn't it?
That's a school of fish. I don't know about turtles.
Yeah.
I'm looking this up.
A group of turtles?
Maybe.
It's called a Squirtle.
You heard it here first on Friendly Fire, right?
A squad of turtles
Yeah.
is called a Squirtle.
Squirrel Squad.
I Blastoised and Squirtle last night.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Sean's like, yeah, echoing.
Okay.
So, Worth, continue.
So I played Modern Warfare, Witcher 3, just kind of fuck around with side quests to get my level up for now because fuck the main quests. They're super hard if you're not like the exact level. But yeah, for real. Logan's facial expression just now. Played some Battlefield 1 and what the fuck else? I played something else. A little bit of Rocket League with Jared and Sean. And hey.
Did you play Siege?
I didn't play Siege actually. I haven't played Siege in a couple weeks. Mainly just because I have better things to do with my time.
Oh!
Spoiler alert, I actually only played a tiny bit of Siege
Yeah.
this week, so.
I don't know. I hate to say it, but Siege is just kind of getting stale to me. But
Shut the fuck
shut the
up.
fuck up.
They actually released a new map. Normally, new maps come with the new operators. They released an additional map just because. So,
Mhm. Yeah.
new stuff.
And I pre-ordered the new Power Rangers game. So
I'm sorry.
no, Josh is not sorry.
I'm fully erect.
It's $15 right now. You get Tommy as a playable character with a pre-order.
Oh, I'm sold.
Yeah,
Not only do you
That
get
was sarcasm.
Old
Actu-
Tommy or new Tommy?
both.
I believe both.
Yeah.
What?
So you get you
Two
get
characters then?
No. You get Green Ranger Tommy, White Ranger Tommy. You also get the second gen cast of the Power Rangers, including Rocky, Aisha,
Don't care.
Adam,
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
and then I guess Billy was still a part of that
Billy,
somehow.
yeah, he was.
And then who else was there?
Trini dead in this game?
Yeah, she got hit by a car.
Oh.
Well, she would have made it, but she got caught in traffic.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
About that.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's all I got. Jesus Christ.
On that note-
Segueing from that, Drew.
Well, that was a train wreck. I mean, a car wreck. I mean,
that was an abrupt stop. I had to brake hard on that topic.
God damn.
Oh my God, we're all going to hell for this. Oh Jesus Christ! Anyway,
please start
Drew,
talking.
Drew, say
please
something, please.
save our podcast.
I don't even know what I could say to follow that. That was just
Well, what have you been playing this week?
We're putting the
Drew?
brakes on this podcast.
I didn't play Xbox at all. Probably about
God damn
2
it.
weeks. I feel like I've ascended to an elite group of gamers. PC Master Race.
It's a fantasy group.
Oh.
No, all the games I played have been on PC. I played One Piece Pirate Warriors 3.
Nice.
I've been playing the shit out of Enter the Gungeon.
Yes.
Just it's an insane amount of Enter the Gungeon, and
Is it better on PC? I know it is. It's okay.
It's good, yeah.
I wish I had a reticle like you did.
Yeah, I don't use it. I use the controller, so
Oh, does the reticle not pop up?
no, it does. I just don't use it.
He's a man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
They
Whatever.
use- they
I don't
use
know
the
what you're talking
controller
about.
The game is
somehow.
hard. The game is hard,
Yeah.
okay? But a good way hard.
Have you made it to the
Oh,
first
really?
stage?
Sean can barely keep a straight
tell
face.
us more,
I
Pat.
have barely beaten the second floor boss.
I made it to the final boss.
Like Medusa's the
No
closest
shit.
I've gotten to on beating that.
Yep, it's a giant dragon.
So
Spoilers.
hard. So hard.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. I've only been there once, but it's awesome
Nice.
and impossible.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But other than that, probably the game I've been playing the most out of anything is Heroes of the Storm.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
How is that?
It's an acclimated taste. Not a lot of people that have never played a MOBA before are gonna necessarily get hooked onto it.
I feel like they would get more hooked onto it.
It's basically my first
On the
LOL
mic,
or
Sean.
Dota.
Yeah, basically. But it's
It's
really,
like those
it's-
games with training wheels.
It's pretty fucking fun. It's all your basic Blizzard characters that you know and love from World of Warcraft, The Lost Vikings, Diablo,
What about Overwatch characters or not?
Overwatch characters.
Right on.
Yes,
That's cool.
and they continue to add more characters over time. Like the only 2 Overwatch characters they currently have that you can get for free by playing, up until January 4th, I believe, is Zarya and Tracer.
Sweet.
But
That's
they have
cool.
all sorts of characters like Sylvanas and from WoW and Arthas the Lich King and Jim Raynor from StarCraft,
Sylvanas for president.
Nazebo from Diablo.
Fucking Tyrion.
Yeah, Tyrion.
Fordring?
Yeah. Isn't he?
Not-
Not Tyrion Forger.
You talking about Varian?
No.
The
From
Diablo?
Diablo. Yeah, the Angel of
Tyrell.
Justice.
Oh, Tyrael.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Tyrael.
yeah.
My bad. Not Tyrion. Tyrael. Yeah.
Is there a cow level?
There is no Cal.
The only thing I was
Not
going to
sold.
say that I like, because I played some Heroes of the Storm with Ben back in the day, and I really got into it. Like, I'd never played League of Legends, but the one thing that always terrified me about the MOBA version of League of Legends was, you know, you earned gold for the entire team, and then you had to, like, strategize who would get upgrades and all that shit. In Heroes of the Storm, as you level up, like, just as you're killing stuff and gaining experience for the entire team, when you level up, they just give you, okay, here's 4 abilities. Which one do you want for this level you get?
You spec your character on the fly
Yep.
based on how you level up. Like
Yeah.
the team levels up by gaining experience, and it's not like you level up like singularly. Like the damage and XP you get is for the whole team.
So everyone hits level 6, and everybody gets level 6 abilities, and there's like 3 different abilities that each person can choose.
Does anybody, let's say you just said, Pat, that you did not play League of Legends, right?
I did not,
Okay.
but I've watched
Is that
a
the way
lot
it works
of
in
League
League?
of Legends.
Because that's how it works in Battleborn too, actually. As you level up, you pick things on the fly. So, yeah, that must be just a MOBA thing. That's pretty cool. That's a cool concept.
It's been that way in League of Legends, though. Like, the team has currency, and, like, you earn gold. So it's a little more strategic because you have to be like, okay, maybe we should have our healers gain better upgrades right now because this is what we need in the middle of battle. Which, to some people, would be awesome because they want more strategy, you know, based on a MOBA. Some people have dissed on Heroes of the Storm being like a dumbed down version of a bunch of MOBAs. I can agree with that in a small way, but I like the customization and I really like the nostalgia factor because we're all a bunch of Blizzard fans.
Well, that's why I like. That's why I
Totally.
gravitated towards it because I'm like, oh shit, I can play Jim Raynor, or I can play Li Ming or Nazebo from Diablo. Like that's awesome. Like and the ability to customize your actual spec. like depending on what your team needs, like oh, there's like these giant tanks have been beating on us all game. Well, I'll pick this this ability so I gain more health every time I drop down like my AoE damaging spell or whatever.
Then I like they do the same thing as like a lot of MOBAs to where if you are just playing, because it's a free-to-play game technically, but you can get in-game currency, you know, to buy characters, which I've done a few of. But every week, they will allow different characters just to be able to play for free.
Yeah, they rotate.
PvC
they
does
just,
that.
and they just rotate. Yeah, same thing. They just rotate characters, so you're like, oh, shit.
Wow, make more noise.
Punch the
Wow.
table.
Sorry,
Wow.
I got really excited. No, but I like that, and it's like, oh man, you know, he always seemed fun to play, or she seemed fun to check out. So now I get a chance for a
Yeah,
week
you get
and
to
see if
try
it's
out any
worth it.
characters
Yeah.
you want. It's pretty fun. Like I had never had any interest in MOBAs before, and my buddies started playing it, so I really got into it. So.
And their maps seem to be a little more interactive than me personally from what I've seen, like League of Legends, to where, you know, like the mining level where you have to go underground,
Yeah, they
collect
have-
all the skulls,
they have
and then
different events.
you know, get the golem going. Whereas League of Legends, normally it's like, oh yeah, you just keep attacking stuff and getting mercenaries, and then every once in a while you kill a dragon, and you know it upgrades you. Each map has its own like little
It
significance.
has its own theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I liked about Heroes of the Storm too. So
It's legit.
I don't know.
I enjoy playing it.
it's a 50-50. Some people are like, oh, it's like a baby MOBA, but other people are like, no, there's strategy, there's, you know, hardcore
There's
gameplay
merit
behind
to it.
it.
It's competitive.
Yeah.
Like, I
Love it.
Like it.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't
Disco,
mean to
what about you?
jump in.
Is that what you've been playing?
All right, so this week I have...
Who are you? You're not the real Disco.
Fuck off.
Eh.
So this week I've been
Robbie.
playing... I guess we could go with this month I've been playing.
Yeah, you can do that. You've barely been here.
Obviously, I played a lot of Pokemon Sun. I'm not that far because I've been meticulously grinding Pokemon. But, and I've actually switched my party up like 5 times already.
It's the best part.
I can't decide on a party. It's actually really difficult in this game to decide on a party to go with. So I've literally been training several Pokemon at once.
Those trials fuck with you, man. Like the game, like the battles are challenging.
So far all the trials I've done have been remarkably simple. But I've only been, I haven't even gotten past the second island.
Oh yeah.
So I know they get harder, but I just haven't struggled yet. I've had all the right types for the things that I've been facing, so it's been really easy. But the game itself is pretty good. The change up of the way things work is refreshing, I'll say. It's definitely not what it feels like, what an old Pokemon game feels like. It's not like, it doesn't feel like X and Y at all. It feels like a new take on a Pokemon. Kind of like how, like the Pokemon Ranger games. Like how it was a new take on Pokemon. That's what this new one feels like to me.
I actually never played those.
They're interesting. It's just, like I said, it's a different way to play. But, so I played a lot of Pokemon Sun. I've been playing a new mobile game, Clash Royale. Basically an RTS strategy game where you're faced off against an opponent head to head. And you just have to take their towers and they have to try and take yours. But played a lot of The Division. The Division has made some serious updates that I'm very pleased with.
Yes.
Shaking my head, yes,
Fucking right.
furiously.
Definitely brought me back into the game. Although I never wanted to quit in the first place, it was everybody else quitting that caused me to quit by proxy.
To be fair, when they give you like 20 Phoenix credits a day, it's hard to want to play.
That's where you just yell
Yeah.
at Patrick for not having an Xbox. Like, no excuses for anyone else. You're just
Yeah,
like,
dude.
yeah, Patrick.
You would be
Like,
all
oh,
over this
okay.
game with us.
I know I would. Trust me.
There's DPS, there's aggro. We use a lot of
Oh, it's an
RPG
MMO
terms here.
shooter. Yeah. No, I'm totally down.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. I love the new content. The survival mode is awesome. I've only got to do the underground once, but it was interesting, to say the least. And then I played some Rocket League, obviously.
That was a mistake.
I think that's
Nah.
Is that it?
about it. I think that's about all I've played this month.
This month? Oh yeah, because you've been gone for a month.
Be louder, Sean.
That's true. Yeah, Sean. Hey,
Pokemon-
Sean, what's your worst game of 2016? Say it. Come on.
No Man's fucking Sky.
There it is.
What about your best game?
Rocket League.
Oh,
Hey,
what?
oh my god!
Get out.
Just based purely on the time played.
Oh.
Run.
Well, you're not wrong because that's all
Yeah,
you fucking
that
play
is
when you
like
get on
all I
Xbox.
It's your personal
Runner.
opinion.
Runner up would be the Division,
Yeah.
which has got significantly better.
Yes.
And I don't have a favorite indie game of the year.
Okay.
All right, bye,
the
Sean.
One, the one I was gonna pick was released in 2012, so I fucked up.
Yeah, that was close by 4 years.
You're only off by 4 years.
Okay, that's
But-
it. Disco.
I think that's it. I don't think I've played anything else. Yeah, I don't think I've
There it
played
is.
anything else at all.
Josh.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first on Friendly Fire Gaming. So, what's up, everybody? So,
Hi, Josh.
Hi, my name is Josh, and I have a problem. As of what I have checked tonight, oh wow, Disco, you want to be louder?
We're really bad at this time.
You're not gonna stop him. You're not.
We're not good
Really?
at podcasting.
I'm about to
We're not
knock
gonna
that bag
stop.
of jelly beans right out of
We're
your
doing it
mouth.
live, Josh.
I'm not kidding.
We're live. It's all right. People
He's
gotta
getting
eat.
quieter now, right?
People gotta eat. It's understandable.
I was just scolded for not eating for not eating jelly beans on the microphone. Was I not?
I also scolded you before scolded.
I'm also not on the microphone.
I didn't scold you. I didn't burn you for
Oh,
doing
my
it.
God. Okay, so as of right now, I've purchased 16 games this month. Between about 14 of them were on Xbox Live, and I think 2 of them were on PlayStation Network. But Microsoft and Sony have ravaged my bank account. And I actually had so many games that I've played and bought this week that I actually had to write them all down. I'm only going to briefly talk about a couple of them, but
Just rapid fire, yeah.
so games I bought Galaga, the original Galaga, Pac-Man, Dig Dug. I also bought Catherine, Contrast, Hitman, Pac-Man Championship Edition 2, Power Rangers Mega Battle, which isn't out yet, Unravel, Adventure Time, Finn and Jake Investigations, Sonic Adventure, and the Metro Bundle. So as far as like what I've actually been able to play, Doom, Catherine, Hitman. I started a new game for DMC this week on Nephilim difficulty. It is insanely fun. It's just as fun as I remember. So glad I bought that. Final Fantasy 15, 70 hours into my playthrough
Christ,
now.
Josh.
Yeah, I know. It's absolutely absurd. I can't go that much further in the story because I'm waiting on the patch for January for their quote-unquote fixes to Chapter 13 as far as the story is concerned.
That's why I've stopped right now. Yeah.
They recently released an update, and it was kind of weird at first. Like there were a lot of like really weird bugs that I had never experienced before. The first night that I played, ever since then it's been fine. I haven't had any problems, but I think the first night of the update was kind of weird. So they added a lot of stuff. They added New Game Plus.
You saw the graphics had slightly improved on Xbox.
Oh,
though,
absolutely.
right? Yeah. That's good because you were, and again, I'm not bragging, but you said like you compared it to coming into my room and watching on PS4 and then like see on yours, and it wasn't ridiculous over the top, but it just seemed like a little bit of the graininess of how it looked, or when you got really in depth and close on a character, you could see kind of more of the pixelation compared to
Yeah, a little bit. And depending on whether or not you have the default brightness on for Xbox, and they did this with Final Fantasy 13 too, like 13 as well. I hated that game, but like I bought that game on Xbox, and the brightness was just blasted out to hell. Like I completely had to turn that down. So I had to turn my brightness down on my game it was at 50 and now it's on like 20. But granted, that made it look a lot better. But now that they've released these texture updates to the Xbox One version, it looks like it's like 90% there compared to PlayStation. So I mean, it looks
great.
It's
Yeah,
spot
that's all,
on
yeah.
now. So they were just doing some polishing and some finishing touches on it, which is fine. So that's great. Still enjoying the shit out of it. Also, Hitman, played some Hitman this week, got the complete first season. It's been great. I'll probably let Logan go into that more.
Wait,
but
no, you bought the complete edition, right?
correct.
See, it's hard to call it seasons because that is the full game. There's not going to be a season 2.
Is there not?
No.
No, there's-
See, that's the thing is I don't think it's like seasons like that. It's episodic, but there are not seasons. Like this is the Hitman game that there is.
Oh, I see.
Consider it like a miniseries.
Because I was under the impression that it was under seasons, but then again, the way that this Hitman game was released was kind of a shit show in the first
we
place.
talked
It was
about it a while ago.
very
yeah.
hard to understand, but
I'm pretty sure it's a season.
I don't think so. I mean, we can check it out. As far as I'm aware, it's not like a season. It was released in like not even episodes. We were like released in missions.
yeah.
You can buy 1 mission or 5
Yeah, it's
missions or
episodic.
7.
So I
But
think
I don't
it's
think-
season 1 episode.
I don't think so.
and then- I don't know.
We can check. I mean, that might be right. That'd be cool if there was more, but I don't think there is. so.
They should be working on more because they left it off according to a lot of people.
But if they have a sequel, that doesn't mean it's season 2.
Well, and
So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how they release it.
I would also like them to like throw in like AI improvements, and I would also like to see them add a difficulty slider. Honestly. But we'll say that for another topic. So besides Hitman, also Adventure Time, Fin and Shake Investigations, which is actually pretty fun and totally worth $3. So
That's it.
well, I mean,
That's-
it's kind of like you just if you don't like Adventure Time, you're not gonna like the game. It's
I like
basically
Adventure Time.
it's basically a game for fans. They give you different missions to do, like different mysteries to solve, and you have to run through the Candy Kingdom and solve puzzles, solve crimes. Like there's stuff that happens. Then there's also a combat system implemented into it as well. It's pretty bare bones, pretty basic, but it is modeled a little bit kind of after the Arkham combat system. Not, I wouldn't say directly, but that's the vibe I get from it. It was $3 on PlayStation Network, and I actually played like a good 4 or 5 hours of it this week. I had a blast playing it.
Is Lemongrab in it?
I don't know yet.
If
I don't
not-
know.
That's unacceptable.
I'm still looking for LSP. She has not shown up yet, and she's my favorite Adventure Time character. But I would say, like, if you're a fan of the series and you don't mind spending $3, there's absolutely no reason you shouldn't pick it up. I thought it was a great purchase. So
Lemongrab or bust.
And Pat was totally right. There are seasons. I never heard of it refers to a season. There's going to be like a season 2 officially.
oh
Like,
yeah,
they're-
they're
I did
coming
not-
out with a bunch of new
I
episodes.
never
yeah.
ever heard of this referred to as seasons. They said it like episodic, but I assumed it was like here's the missions you can get.
well,
That's actually pretty fucking cool.
it's similar
crazy.
model as
There's
to
a-
what like Siege is doing.
It is
like,
similar, and I
yeah.
like that. I like that model. I just was surprised that they're calling it seasons because I'd never heard that before.
Yeah.
So that's
So-
awesome. That's
And
cool.
that's one thing that surprised me is that, like I said, sorry, Josh, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I interrupted, so you're good.
There you go. It came out, less than a year ago.
Yeah,
And
it was
we were
like
all like,
March.
and
or some shit
I
like
had heard and I watched like some like tiny like trailer bullshit going on, but it wasn't until, and I feel bad because I watched a few like little gameplay like videos, and I was watching it and I'm like, oh, this game actually looks really, I'm liking the style of this game. Because I played Absolution, which was, Drew, what was that, the second to the last one up until now? Absolution? Or was it the last one?
I want to say Absolution was actually pretty recent.
Recent. I think it's the last one in general. It was about a lot of his backstory, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Absolution was
Yeah.
the last one that was released.
So, like, the one thing I remember is and I told you guys this, after you finish the first, the main, like, the yacht club bullshit before you go to the Paris first mission, you get that cool-ass cinematic, and it shows him being like, you were the best of your kind, you transformed the job and what you're supposed to. And one thing I remember, it was in Absolution where you went to a strip club, and you had to take out the main owner, and you were in a two-way mirror, and you watched him get, like, a tiny lap dance, and then he called his one of his informants on the phone and was bullshitting and everything. And then I was just like, nah, I'm just going to shoot you through this two-way mirror. Bang. And that's one of the cinematic like scenes they show in the newest Hitman like bullshit. So I was like, oh, I remember that mission. That was awesome. So it's
That was pretty sweet to see him shoot
a
through
little
the mirror.
just a little throwback to the old one. So you can tell that they're big fans of the Hitman series all the way through. Anyway, anything else, Josh? Sorry.
Couple of things that I want to talk about as far as like things I was really impressed with. I did play some ESO this week, and I also played Gigantic, which is available on Game Preview for Xbox Live right now. It's a MOBA. I mean, if you've played a MOBA before, you may not be too thrilled with it. I was kind of having a blast with it, and you get Xbox Live rewards just for playing it. So
How is it compared to Smite?
I never actually played Smite. I downloaded it and then I just never got around to playing it. So I don't know, to be honest with you. But from what I played from Gigantic so far, I was kind of digging it. So, but the 2 games that I was most happy playing this week, I played Unravel, which is fucking incredible, dude. Fucking amazing. You know those games that really deliver like an emotional like type of like a cinematographic experience as far as like how it feels like when you play through like a well-written story and like it has like a really good like movie vibe to it. It's a 2D platformer, kind of reminiscent of a Little Big Planet, other games like that. It's really creative. You play as this little yarn character who goes through the levels, and you have to tie knots on yarn and stuff to solve different puzzles with.
Kind of had a Limbo feel to it.
Very
too, though.
much so,
You know what I mean?
actually.
Like the way gravity worked and how you had to like climb up shit and everything.
Yeah,
So
and it's only this week that I realized how much impact Limbo has had on 2D platformers since its release. And I'll go into a little bit more of that when I talk about my other game. But as far as Unravel goes, it's soundtrack amazing. The platforming mechanics are really, really fun and creative. There's a story there, and from what I've gathered so far, what I've guessed, I think it's about an older, like I guess like an older lady or older man that like has Alzheimer's or something, and so like the yarn is supposed to kind of thread all of these different memories together. I can only speculate because I haven't played through the game yet, but I think as the more you play, the more the story starts to unfold as to what happens. Yeah, everything's connected.
The story unravels.
Yes.
God
What?
damn it.
I beat you to it, Worth.
I just realized what
God
you did.
damn it. Oh,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
What else have you been playing, Josh?
So I played and beat Contrast this week. Contrast is from Compulsion Games, which is the same studio that did We Happy Few. I have We Happy Few, and I've been really impressed with what I've played on the alpha version of it so far. So I decided I'd give it a try. I mean, it was only $5. So I played it and I was so pleasantly surprised. For this being their first game and an extremely budgeted game, you can tell it's very budgeted. They did a fantastic job with catering to those elements and being able to craft like a really awesome story with great platforming mechanics. It's a 3D/2D platformer. So it takes place in like 1920s, like burlesque early 1900s. A film noir was like a really big influence for them. And so you can move really big lights around and create shadows. And so when you create these shadows, that's how you elevate and get onto different platforms and solve the puzzles. So it has a very like a Link Between Worlds type of feel to it. I think, is that
like
the right game?
Yeah, we could phase into the wall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's very much like that, but you can form yourself into shadows and jump on things. And like as far as like the world that's created, the art style, the story, it was fucking phenomenal. It was great. Some of the reviews kind of gave it a lot of shit because it's pretty buggy. It's not perfect. But it's to be expected from an indie developer with a really low budget game. I think for what they accomplished with the amount of money and the amount of time they had, I thought they did a fantastic job. So it's about a 4-hour playthrough. So if you got time, I definitely recommend it. But other than that, that's all I played this week. So only all that I played this week.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
No big deal. That's more than
it.
Disco played in a month, but
I have a problem.
Podcast over. No. Logan.
So I played a decent amount, but I played a little bit of a lot of games, kind of thing. I played a lot of ESO. They have a holiday event going on.
Played a lot of.
I did play a lot of ESO. Yeah, the holiday event is just like you get a couple of costumes for kind of not Christmas necessarily. It's called the New Life Festival. So you get new motifs you can get for crafting. You get a couple of like hats and one costume item.
Do you get presents on Christmas?
You get presents when you complete the quest. It's a present box, and you get stuff inside.
I don't know. World of Warcraft, man. You went and it was Christmas time, and you open up. I'm just kidding.
As far as I'm aware, though, this is the second event ESO has ever done for like a holiday event or
No,
like
I
a
know.
world
I'm
event.
just kidding.
They're
I'm just kidding,
nailing
man.
into it
Yeah.
in terms of what I think that they could offer or should offer. It's awesome. It's double experience. Also, when you drink from the certain keg and all that, so it's
The presents in World of Warcraft were like shit half the time. They were just like they were collectibles and like fruitcake. That was it.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff they give you on ESO, so I've been playing quite a lot of that. Play some PvZ actually, trying to get more stars. I want that fucking crown that says shit as you play. I want that. That's 200 stars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Saving up for that. Trying to get that. I played a little bit of Siege, just a tiny bit, not much. I don't think I actually played Rocket League. Rocket League was played on my Xbox, but not by me, I don't think. Maybe I played a little bit. I tried Hitman. I've wanted a really solid stealth game for a while now, and they're hard to come by, and this one is basically that. There's a few things that throw me off, like
quirkiness, yeah.
you can follow the target like 6 inches from the target, and they don't even care that you're standing right in their face.
Just stand in the corner.
It's super. It's kind of weird, yeah. I mean, no, you don't have to stand in the corner. You can stare at them as they're having a conversation.
Right.
They don't even care. It's kind of weird, but the mechanics in the game are really solid. The stealth is great. I mean, if you can actually kind of hide from people if they get suspicious of you, there's like different tiers of how like noticeable you are. So I'm really digging it. I'm really enjoying it. There's dozens of ways to kill people. You get rewarded for all these different ways. So it's a lot of fun. I played the tutorial and the first mission for probably like 10, 12 hours, and there are 5 more missions I haven't done yet, and exclusive contracts that are weekly. So it's...
and elusive targets.
I'm digging it. Yeah, it's
and
really cool
just
so far.
contracts people make. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, remember this one random NPC you saw in the game? You have to go kill that person, but in a certain way without getting caught. And they just made
Yeah, it's
as a custom
cool.
complete contract.
So if you like stealth games and you've been looking for a good stealth game, you gotta try Hitman. It's been great so far.
You said you're looking for new stealth games?
Yeah.
You're having a hard time? Dude, I should show you this one stealth game. It's called Splinter Cell.
But Splinter Cell's not new. Splinter Cell isn't new. They haven't had a new one since the 360 generation.
Yeah, but I got this one. It's called Chaos Theory. It's
pretty
like,
good. It's funny you say that because I was literally going to say that the pinnacle of like stealth games is like Chaos Theory, Pandora's Tomorrow, right?
Pandora Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like to me, those are like some of the best stealth games
Chaos
ever.
Theory was fucking amazing.
What I love Convictions and Double Agent. I think all of Splinter Cell, they're the top tier stealth games I've ever played.
What was the most recent one?
Blacklist.
Blacklist.
Yeah, and that came out in the 360 generation like 3 or 4 years
Like
ago.
2011, roughly?
Something like
Something like
that,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
12 maybe? So
No, I don't think it was.
it's around that time, probably 11.
Are you going to change your last name to Fisher?
I wish, dude. I fucking wish.
Logan Fisher, I like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, if you are itching for a stealth game and nothing quite has grabbed you recently, you got to get Hitman. It's the best thing, at least until something better comes along.
That's
I mean,
pretty
really,
cool.
it's a great game so far.
It depends. Would you say it was on sale on Xbox for like $30
Yeah,
right
I
now?
believe. I mean, once this recording comes up, it might be off sale.
Yeah.
But get it anyways. I don't care. Buy it. It's really good.
I mean, I was a little hesitant. It looked really cool from the gameplay, so I only got the intro and chapter 1 pack, which was $15, and each episode's $9 after that, or you could just get the season pass after that, obviously. And
so yeah, me and
you know
Josh
what
got
we're
the same.
doing,
We got the
so.
complete edition for $30 on Xbox. So it's a $60 game if you buy it together. We got it for half off. So really cool.
Cool.
Nice.
I forgot to mention, Patrick, do you know what game I bought yesterday? That's episodic.
Telltale something.
The Walking Dead.
King's Quest.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
You
King's
saw
Quest?
King's West?
Yo!
It's on sale for $15.
Yeah,
at
dude,
GameStop
I have
right now.
all of
Dude.
them. Wow, that's one of the few season passes I bought, and I'm about to finish chapter 5, and then because I got the season's pass, I get an epilogue story.
Yeah, that's what
That's
they're.
extra.
Yeah, they're selling
on
it
top
for
of
$15 at GameStop
So
right now.
awesome! I'm so
That's
glad
why I
I
was
paid
like, yeah, I'm picking that up.
more for that.
Wasn't the
Right.
first one free?
Yeah.
It was as a PlayStation, like
I think
Xbox,
Xbox too, because I have
it was
it,
on Xbox.
and I
yeah.
wouldn't have
I mean, it's super good. I mean, it's
bought it.
the thing I like more about that, because this is another thing that you didn't like about Telltale, is instead of just straight up storyline and just choices, there's actually puzzles to the game. Like, I picked up these items. Now I got to remember, oh man, maybe I should go back to this area and use that item on this area. And it's not just there are storyline aspects, but it's the choice that matters is about as much as like Mass Effect does, to where certain choices matter, not the entire game itself is just a bunch of fucking load of choices. You know what I mean?
Well, and don't get me wrong, like, I think that interactive stories from Telltale and whatnot are great ideas and they're great ways to tell stories.
But I know what you're talking about. There's not a lot of gameplay into it.
Yeah, give me some gameplay mechanics.
We have talked about this.
I know,
at length
but
before.
I'm
I'm just
necessarily
telling you,
like,
that's what King's Quest is
Yep.
gameplay over
Right.
small choice
Well,
making.
and the reason why I'm chiming in is because like that to me is unique in that kind of game for you to have a puzzle mechanic or some sort of gameplay mechanic, whether it's not just walk around point and click, like that to me is very interesting. So even if it's more story oriented than gameplay oriented, like I'm automatically interested because there's an actual gameplay mechanic. So
So I also played Division with Disco mostly. I'm at max gear score with 2 different gear sets. I really don't have a reason to play anything except for doing the incursions, which we need to get people ready to go for.
Yeah,
Survival, I did like
I'm
one of those.
also, we're both at max gear score, and
I was like
we,
raids.
we both have the gear sets and everything. I don't have a gear set I want yet. I have a couple different ones, but the Division has definitely been... It's been more fun.
Yeah, they added the way to get Phoenix credits, which is the way to get the best gear. You can get hundreds of Phoenix credits a day now, so it made it way more worthwhile to actually put your time into
I
it.
think one day I got 800 Phoenix credits in one day.
If you do everything and you buy the certain things to get more and you get enough field proficiency crates, yeah, you can.
Well,
you can rack
there's
it up.
also the little Phoenix credits cheat that I don't think they thought out very well.
Right. Yeah.
Where you can buy packages with the currency, not the Phoenix credits, but the actual like credit currency.
In-game credits. Yeah.
And you get Phoenix credits from every one of those that you open. And then if you sell the items that you get in those crates, you can buy more of the crates.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And then just keep getting
It's a
Phoenix
weird
credits
loophole.
over and over and over and over until you run out of money. But one day I got like 500 Phoenix credits just from doing that trick.
It's a little broken. They should probably figure out. They should give you like maybe up to 5 Phoenix credits, not up to like 28. It's ridiculous.
In my opinion, it's not that big of a deal anymore because I don't feel like you have to spend your Phoenix credits so much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can find that gear a little easier than you used to be able to find.
It's a good balance for an MMO.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of MMOs,
you don't
but in my
have to.
opinion.
I mean, it's definitely difficult to find the ideal piece of gear. Like you're not just going to stumble across your perfect piece of gear at a random time.
It may have one stat that's off that you're like, this does not help me, even though it's my gear set. You might have to re-roll or hope you find the right one.
Roll for the stat you're trying to get, something like that. And honestly, I don't have a single piece of gear where I'd be like, that is a perfect piece of gear. So there's definitely things you can do after you get that gear that you want. You can roll until you get the perfect piece of gear, and that can take weeks. I mean, you could never get the perfect stat for weeks and weeks.
sounds like an MMO.
Yeah,
guys.
dude.
I'm just saying.
So re-rolling will change a stat that you had currently to something different, but you might not get exactly what you want. It's not necessarily. It is kind of wasted credits because you have to use Phoenix credits to do it.
And sometimes, like say the gear, if you want to re-roll a certain stat, it has like a range of the stat. So like say you're trying to get like damage to elite enemies or something, and it's like 15% to 20%, and you roll it and you get 18%. Well, it's not perfect yet.
Close enough. Well,
you have 18%.
It's not
so
bad.
yes,
Yeah.
It's not. It's you're looking for that stat, and you're like, okay, I have 18, but eventually I'm going to want 20. So eventually you're going to re-roll again to try and get 20. Say you don't get it the next time you re-roll and you get 17. You're like, son of a bitch, I'll just stick with 18.
It's rough
So-
to get the perfect gear.
Our incursions.
It's basically a wasted roll, but in the grand scheme of things, with how much easier it is to get the Phoenix credits now, you're not really wasting a ton.
Right.
So it's kind of a gamble, but
Incursions
eventually
are
you will.
raids. Yeah.
are they raids or dungeons?
The same.
I would say
raids.
the missions are more like dungeons,
Okay.
and then the incursions are more like raids.
He knows
If you
what
had
I'm
to
talking
compare
about.
them.
Because there's
Like,
actual like mechanics to the fight in the incursions.
Yeah.
Like you fight off this many waves of enemies, and then you have to go perform this action in between these waves, and then go back to fighting off enemies, and then do another action.
Okay, so, yeah,
it's
yeah.
more like a raid.
Cool.
Like raid mixed with like kind of a horde mode almost.
Yeah,
Basically, yeah. So
I mean, there's not much you can do with a shooter, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
There's not a ridiculous amount of differences.
And
So-
they do have like boss characters in a sense, so they're just basically bullet sponges.
right. I'm excited to start doing incursions with actual gear we need. So What else? Played Titanfall 2, a bunch of that double experience weekend. A fuck ton
I
of
also
Titanfall.
played that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
Titanfall.
Yeah.
I played Uno, the card game on Xbox One.
Yeah, I saw. I'm
Yeah.
like, why are you?
because it's fucking awesome. Is
Just
why
Uno.
I love Uno. I
It's
played the
fun.
shit out of it on 360.
You shit on people. being
I
very
played Mass Effect 2, a tiny bit of Skyrim. We recorded some Minecraft, so a couple of us played Minecraft. I think that's it for me this week. So
No.
before you leave, Drew, you're gonna leave.
Yeah, Drew.
So first off, did you have a least favorite game of the year?
No Man's Lie.
Okay, there you go.
Ah.
That's one. Do you have your favorite indie game? Did you play any indie games at all?
I did.
Yeah?
Enter the Gungeon. By far.
Woo! Nice.
Yay.
I have over 100 hours logged in that game. It's ridiculously awesome.
On PC.
On PC, yes. Because it's not out for Xbox One.
Get it together, Josh.
Just laugh to Josh. So do you two more? Do you have your most anticipated game of next year? What are you looking forward to the most?
Fucking duh.
What is it
What
then?
is this?
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Woo!
Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, makes
That
sense.
sounds
I don't
good.
think about the Wii.
You
games,
mean
whatever,
Zelda?
so-
I
or
woke up and
Switch.
apparently I have to do things.
What?
All right, game of the year for Drew, 2017,
2016.
2016. Oh yeah, we're coming into 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2016.
We have 3 days left in this year.
Game of the year.
For you. We all know what it is.
I think I know what it is, but
PVZ.
For me?
Yeah, what's your favorite
It's
game?
PVZ.
Ha!
yeah,
I knew it.
PVZ, yeah.
Yeah.
Had to be.
I mean, it's PVZ.
They promised
Yeah.
everything they want, like they promised.
It's basically the reason Drew still has an Xbox.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the reason I get up in the morning. It's my only reason for living.
Dude, I play it like once or twice a week, so we need to get on. We need to play.
Yes.
So, all right,
Excellent.
all right. Bye, Drew.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye. See you next
Welcome
week.
back to the podcast.
Thank you.
Patrick,
Patrick,
what have you been playing this week?
What have I been playing this week? Not a lot. Like, not a lot via different games, but I've been playing a lot of video games. As
Yeah.
usual. Obviously, Final Fantasy 15.
Makes
A lot of
sense.
side quests.
Makes sense.
A lot of shenanigans going on. Yeah, I'm at chapter 10 right now, so I'm very wary about doing a lot of main quest bullshit.
Until the
Yeah,
patch
just been
comes
trying to
out,
get
it's
the
probably
patch, yeah,
fair.
comes out. Been playing a lot of Hitman. Also,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Literally figuring a lot of stuff out. Out of 116 different challenges, I have
Jesus.
13 done.
That's just on
Oh.
one mission too.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's another 100 for mission
That's
2
what I'm
and then
saying,
mission
is, like-
3. So.
and it's not like it's not like I'm doing anything bad. It's just to the point where I am trying to explore the level to get to the point where, I mean, if you let the game progress via level, like, shit's gonna happen whether you're doing anything or not. Like, sooner or later, the main guy's gonna walk on the hall. The first mission is a Paris like fashion show. So, like, one of the ways you can kill him is drop all the chandeliers that are hanging above him while he's giving a speech, which I've done. And there's another one where while he's giving the speech, just shoot him randomly while he's on stage. But then, like, in one of my opinions, one of the hardest challenges is his wife will be on the 3rd floor and he will be walking down on the 1st floor, and you're able to push her at a certain point where she will fall into him and they will both die. And it's called terminal velocity is the name of the challenge, is terminal velocity. And it's just so hard to figure out. I'm like, where will they ever be on this entire fucking map trying to figure out? And I was telling
Because
him,
they're like a mansion, it's huge.
it's just giant, yeah. And there's like gardens and fucking all this bullshit. Like, you got to explore the entire time. And just walking around trying to figure out all these things. I was on the bottom floor and I saw the point that because on the image they'll give you like a teeny tiny hint on where they possibly would be on the map. This one's not as very vague because there's the same pattern all over the entire hotel. But I saw him and her at the exact thing, and I'm at the bottom level, and I'm like, if I had only been 30 seconds faster, the entire time, if I would have been up there. But now I know what point in the quest, so I could go and, do some bullshit over here and wait and get a disguise. That way I can get my way up to the top floor, which would be the way, to kill it. So it's trial and error. There's a lot of trial and error, and luckily they have a good save system too, just auto save and just manual save, to where if you think it's like, all right, this is do or die, I'll save real quick, and then instead of having to do the whole mission over again, you can do it. The ultimate goal is suit only silent assassin, to where no disguises, you never get caught. no evidence is traced, no bodies are found, all that stuff. You just go in OG suit, take out your targets, walk out like a badass, and then finish the level.
Yeah,
Like,
good fucking luck.
Yeah, no,
Good
it's
luck.
ridiculous.
Could be
Like, it's the ultimate challenge per level too. It's not just like, oh, episode 1, yeah, I did it, and then you do episode 2, whole new map, all these new NPCs, all these new events going on. Yeah, there's a lot of shit to do in this
You
game.
really
All that
have to
new-
invest a lot of time in the maps. You really have to figure out. You have to know everything about it.
Control
So-
patterns.
Oh my god! In this mansion, I got lost in that fucking mansion. I don't know how many times I got lost in there. It was just ridiculous.
I
Anyway.
did the speaker one yesterday, Pat.
I know.
Last
Did you
night,
find, yeah.
I knocked the speaker on him.
Yeah.
So
Not-
I saw him walking on me. He's like, "Oh fuck!" I just ran to the speaker and knocked it off, not knowing where he was. 'Cause I saw he was in the area. I was like, "Fuck!" I just knocked it off, and he happened to walk under it. It was great.
But yeah, not to splurge too far. I mean, it's a year-old game. But I'll just say right now, it's very well done. If you're a stealth game, or if you just like puzzles, I mean, it's mainly a stealth game, but there's so many different side bullshit to do the entire time, and figure stuff out all the way through. I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's a different replay value every time. Same mission, but you can do it so many different ways. Xenogears, I'm so close to finishing Xenogears.
You got
You're
4
getting there,
days
man.
left.
Yeah.
I got 4 days left.
You got 4 days
Come
left.
on,
I'm
you
at-
got- no, he has 3 days left actually.
3 days technically. I'm at
2 days.
I am at
2
the
days.
Today's
hardest
the
boss.
29th.
I'm at the hardest boss in the game right now, and I know how to beat it 8 million times, but it's still that traditional JRPG bullshit where RNG can kick in just every once in a while.
RNG is the worst part about gaming.
It's the worst. The entire game, I'm all about offense and like upgrading my fucking robot gears, and they call them gears in the game, but her initial ability before you do anything else is all your HP goes down to 1. Like literally 1 in the robots. And unlike in the game where you have healing spells, in the gears you have to have a side piece mechanic called the HP drive to where it sucks up like 50% of your fuel, but you regain 75% of your health. And then you can still like kind of baby charge your fuel the entire time and go over the fight all the way. And normally it's okay. But like I said, there's always an RNG point to where, she does the main move, drops you down to 1. Normally you should have 4 turns before she will start the countdown, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, where she'll do it again. But like one of my matches, she did 2 of them and then 5. 4. I'm like, are you fucking serious? We're gonna go to 1 HP this soon already in the fight? I can't deal with this right
Gotta
now.
buy the fucking. Gotta hit the vendor beforehand, man.
Fuck you. You haven't played the game. You don't know.
I have it.
It's a lot of
Anyway,
that's a,
Anything
It's
else, Pat?
traditional JRPG. That's it, though.
Nope,
yeah,
that is it.
Xenogears and Hitman and Final Fantasy. That's pretty much
Pretty
all
solid
I've
week though
played.
for you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
All right, so it is the
So-
last podcast
Podcast.
in 2016.
Correct.
I got the right year this time. So we can go around kind of quick. We already did it with kind of Sean and Drew, and we can just kind of list off the kind of categories we have, and we can kind of have a discussion quickly about each
Should
one.
we dare do a
Right?
drum roll?
No, not on the table.
no drum
We're,
roll.
I swear to
No drum
God,
Cut
cut your hands off. Just drummel in your head. Just
Haven't done it
imagine
in a
it.
while.
So, who wants to start? Then we'll rotate.
I'll start.
There you go, Pat.
I'll go ahead.
So start top of the list and
I'm
go
starting anyway.
down. Or do we want to do game of the year last, or do we want to do most anticipated last?
Why can't we just do all 3 at once?
Do you guys want to go by category, or do you want to go by
let's
person?
go all 3.
Do that, yeah.
Let's just
Go
do
by
all,
person.
well,
I don't care.
you know
I just
what?
thought we'd go by
Yeah,
category.
I think it'd be cool if we kept it moving. Why
I
don't we
don't
do a
care.
category at a time?
It's up to you guys. I
Let's
don't
do a
give a
category
shit.
at a time.
I'm doing category at a time.
Okay,
Mhm.
category.
All right.
Fine.
Well,
You want to start indie game?
do
of the year?
indie game, then most anticipated, then game of the year last.
Okay. Indie game of the year for me is, because it's one of the few indie games I played in the back of my mind, would be Enter the Gungeon.
Nice.
Just like Drew said. I have not played it as much as him. I really enjoy the gameplay mechanics of the game. I wish they would fix some small things. But overall, when it comes to challenge, when it comes to overall controls, when it comes to gameplay mechanics, it's solid. It's Binding of Isaac, a slightly bit better with Bullet Hell, which is what they promised. And guess what? That's exactly what I got out of it. It is a difficult game, and I will give it that. But it's difficult to the point where when I die, it's my fucking fault. It's not on the game. You
It's
know?
Yeah.
very, very brutal.
Yeah, it is
So-
very unforgiving. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. But it is fun.
Oh, I thought you were going to go through it all at once.
No. We're doing
No.
categories. Don't you listen?
indie game of the year.
Indie game of the year.
Listen.
Worth
I didn't get a
whoever
chance to
listens.
play a whole lot of indie games this year, but I think the one that I had that I thought was the most interesting, and it was kind of out of my comfort zone for video games mostly, but remember that game Earthlock?
Dude, yeah, I think that you actually told me and Pat that you were playing that a while back. I completely forgot about that. How do you like it so like that's your game?
Mostly because I haven't played a whole lot of indie games this year, but that I figure is as close to an indie game that I played, and it's really cool because it has an old like kind of JRPG Skies of Arcadia feel to it. And have you played Skies of Arcadia ever, Pat?
I played Skies of Arcadia, but not Earthbound.
Earthlock.
I played Earthbound.
I
played Earthbound, but not Earthlock.
No, Pat, you and I did play a little bit of Earthlock. We got through the
that's
intro.
right. That was that intro bullshit that you had.
We went through like the first half hour of Earthlock, and
I was digging that game.
Yeah,
we were digging that game.
Oh yeah,
I do remember that.
Was it my Xbox? I didn't even.
No,
know
it was. It was one of those. It was.
I don't know when I got that.
It was a free to play indie like JRPG.
That's probably why.
It's free to play indie RPG.
Okay.
I remember that. Yeah, we were liking that. Yeah,
but it's cool because it's a new game, but it has a really nice retro feel to it because there's no dialogue. It's all just text, which I think is. I mean, I'm kind of iffy about because I like to have dialogue, but at the same time, it's not a big deal.
You make up the voices in your head.
Yeah, you make them in your head. You can make them up in your head.
It's like reading a book, man.
But then
Mark
also,
Hamill, why are you my Joker every time?
That'd be pretty sweet, actually. I'm trying to imagine, Mark Hamill in Earthlock, but but it's also turn-based, and I'm not really big on turn-based games apart from like Pokemon. But once again, not necessarily a deal breaker because I appreciate the presentation for what it is given the modern times, and it's trying to reach like kind of a not so. I wouldn't really want to say retro. Like it's an old school type of game, but it's kind of trying to bring it to a modern audience and updated visuals, but with classic gameplay, which I think is kind of cool. So there's a lot of elements for everyone, for most anybody to enjoy. But, yes.
Let me ask you this: how many hours, rough estimate, even if you don't know, would you say?
Probably 3. I mean, if I had to guess.
Okay.
I didn't play a whole lot of it, but
the reason why I'm asking is because I'm curious, and I didn't dive that far into the settings, but is there a toggle switch to go from turn-based to active battle system?
Not that I saw.
Not that you saw?
Yeah. So, but
that is kind of annoying, but at the same time, it's like it's not a deal breaker. Some RPGs, like Blue Dragon, for example, was a turn-based, was a weight battle system, and it was a phenomenal game. So there are exceptions here and there. I prefer an active battle system.
Yeah.
So
I still think you would like it though. If you get more of a chance, it'd definitely be fun for you. I know you.
It's on my list of like thousands of games I have to play, so I'll get around to it eventually.
So yeah. And would Rocket League count as an indie title?
No.
I don't think so.
Technically, that company.
I was just going to say, I mean...
It's an indie developer, but...
To be fair, it did start as an indie game and it just happened to blow up, so I'll give you that one.
That is true,
Same thing with, what's it called? Well, never mind. We can talk about it later. I know I'm not going to say the name. Not yet. Let's go.
All right, I'm going to go through all my categories because I got to take off.
Fine.
I don't have an indie game, so I'm going to go with the closest thing to an indie game, and I'm going to say Pokemon Go.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll agree with
I like it.
Not technically an indie
Look
game
at
because Niantic is not an indie company anymore. They used to be, but they're not anymore. So, but that's the closest I can say this year. I didn't play any other indie games this year. It's kind of a weird year because I usually enjoy indie games. But I didn't play a single
What
one.
happens? Next year. That's your goal next year.
Yeah.
New Year's resolution.
Maybe they should release a few.
He's getting a big new PC.
This
Dude,
year was
well,
not a good year for indie
I'm
games.
sure me and
on
Josh have a
console.
couple that
On
we'll
console.
say. No, there's some good ones out there. You'll be gone when we say ours, but we'll give you some suggestions.
You're working on a shiny new PC. You got indie games up
Oh,
there.
there you go.
Play,
it'll
yeah.
be
fucking
coming.
play.
It'll be coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this year was not a good year for me for indie games. As far as game of the year, it's kind of a 3-way tie.
I thought I knew exactly what you were going to say because I have a tie on mine. I can't figure it out. So.
Because of the anticipation, Pokemon Sun and Moon is up there. The anticipation was too high for me to not thoroughly enjoy what I'm doing.
It
haven't
was worth
gotten to
the
play
hype
as
then,
much.
basically.
I haven't gotten to play as much yet, but I know it's going to be good. And then The Division was a great release. I enjoyed it the whole time I've played it. I enjoyed the incursion even when it was remarkably difficult. And we struggled through it.
Oh, the incursion was still fun, but oh god, it was rough.
And then the third game is definitely Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Of course.
Nice.
It's up there. It's good.
And then as far as my most anticipated for 2017, it might not be anything that either of you guys say. Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped.
Pat's
for Sea
Oh,
of
definitely-
Thieves.
God. I
Pat,
hope
that's a
that
console
works.
seller for Pat.
I'm actually really pumped about
Pat's
Sea of
getting an
Thieves.
Xbox.
That is the game that's gonna make me buy an Xbox, just so I can fucking be on the sea with you motherfuckers.
And
That will destroy my fucking social life. I'm not even lying. Because I'm going to be at work going insane when you guys are all off work. I'd be like, what are you guys doing right now? Have you guys gone to the blah, blah,
find
blah
an island?
island? Yeah, did you find an island yet? Like, what do I need to do when I get back on? It's going to be bad.
And then the other game I'm most anticipating is Halo Wars 2.
Oh yeah,
That
another
is
good answer.
fucking legit, and it comes out very soon.
It does.
February.
Very
Actually,
soon.
they said Sea of Thieves was originally going to release around the same time. So
I'm
we'll
okay,
see.
they're
They haven't
pushing it
actually had given a release date though. I don't.
Push Sea of Thieves, like, make it perfect.
I
That's
think
all
it was
want.
summer. Is what
Did
I
they
thought I
push it
heard.
back?
I thought it said
thought was.
August.
They can
Like,
push
I
it
thought
back.
August is what they were saying on Sea of Thieves.
No big deal.
We need more
Originally,
good
they
summer
said
games.
around
anyways.
Halo Wars 2, but if they push it back, so be it.
Yep.
But yeah, those are my two most anticipated.
Nice.
for
Good choice.
2017.
There you go.
Very good
Good
choice.
job, Disco.
And hopefully there'll be some other games that come out. But I was looking through the list and I don't think there's anything else I
Me
care about.
and me approve.
PC games, we'll see. There might be some PC games.
They don't know.
You might find some new stuff you didn't know about.
Yeah.
So, like
Yeah.
For Honor, I think. I
There
guess,
are two games.
I might have spoiled
For
one. I think
Honor,
all
though.
of us just said,
Yeah.
For Honor. For
There are two
Sorry,
games.
I probably
Fun as
spoiled
fuck, too.
There are two games that released this year that I haven't gotten a chance to play yet because I haven't built my PC that could end up being up there for my game of the year. Killing Floor 2 released, and I've been really wanting to play that. And that game is just all about gore and guns and
Josh, why are you erect?
great soundtrack, like a freaking awesome soundtrack.
Is it like
Gorehub.com.
Miami, whatever?
Hotline Miami.
Hotline Miami?
It's
Is
like
it-
it's
no,
like
it's a like you're fighting like creatures and
Oh,
zombies
okay.
and stuff.
I get you.
And
I heard
it's just
gore.
gory as hell, like really gory.
I've watched a bunch of gameplay videos for this. It's fucking awesome.
What is this? Where
Kill
can I,
3D?
Killing Floor 2.
Killing Floor.
where can I get to it?
PC only.
It was PC only.
Yeah.
And then
I'm no longer erect.
Space Hulk Deathwing.
What was
Yeah, you talked about that forever ago.
It released on PC like last week or something like that.
it? Say Space Book Deathwing?
Space Hulk Deathwing. It's a
Space
Warhammer
Hulk
Warhammer 40k.
Will you add me on
Gotcha.
Facebook?
And
That's what
that also could potentially be a most anticipated for 2017. If you guys all decide that you might buy it, I might not get it on PC and I might buy it on console.
Oh.
I would
So-
absolutely consider getting it. I want to see some gameplay and everything, and maybe a demo or beta.
Have
Yeah.
you guys played the Warhammer series before?
I played
I've played.
what was that one a long time ago? There was
I never played one.
Warhammer's like Fire Emblem, like very tactical strategy.
I think this
RTS kind of-
Space Hulk is more like
Warhammer
action.
has become a universe kind of. It has all kinds of different types of games now.
Yeah,
Like they have
yeah.
overhead strategies and shooters and all kinds of things like that. Like it's not just like a strategy game anymore.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
it's grown into like a universe of
Gotcha.
games.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen anything about it. I'm just thinking of like old
Space
school
Marine is a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played Space Marine. That's the one I played.
And that Space Hulk Deathwing is more like a it's a shooter in and of
It
itself.
looks like
but it's
an
also,
action mech game.
Yeah, it's
right?
almost like a mech game in a sense. Because I mean, you're just a person in a suit, but it's got that mech feel, like you lose limbs when you take damage and things like that. Like you can't use your left arm anymore because you took too much damage on your left arm. And so almost every character is a two-handed character. Like they have something they can use in their left hand and something they can use in their right hand. So you just lose your left hand. Well, you just lost half your combat power. Or like
But it's
say
a big team-based game.
Yeah, it's a 4-player co-op.
Oh yeah.
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 And say you lose your right hand and your right hand is your sword hand and your left hand is your shield hand. Oh, look at that. You're fighting with a shield now.
Well,
You can't
fuck
switch
me,
over?
right?
No.
Oh, I guess no, because your sword just dropped on the ground.
Yeah, 'cause you're missing
no,
a
that makes
hand.
sense.
So it's got this really cool feel that not a lot of games are doing right now. I'm just interested in it. I've seen some gameplay. It looks great.
Sounds fun.
The boss fights look really challenging. Like they had a gameplay video of a boss fight of a guy playing with just AI teammates. All 3 of his AI teammates died like within seconds.
Oh god.
God.
And
That's
so he was
terrifying.
fighting this boss alone, and the boss was literally about to kill shot him, and he killed it.
Sounds like Kingdom Hearts
nice.
AI.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it looks cool. It's either gonna be a game for 2016 or it's gonna be most anticipated for 2017 when it releases on console. So
We'll
see.
hold off for console because
Double-edged sword.
I mean, my PC's not gonna be built for a couple weeks.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
we have time. They still haven't actually announced a console release date.
Okay, we might. Yeah,
they
it might
just
be a
said
while.
first quarter. So,
Oh, okay, well, that's coming around the corner. You know, that's up.
I mean, that could be January. That could be March.
This is kind of an off-topic question, but do you guys, any of you guys remember playing the Baldur's Gate games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With bullets?
With bullets?
Boots.
Boots.
He was one of the warrior guardians.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
a little hamster pet. He's
Right,
like,
yeah.
I said bullets.
It said bullets. Yeah, I don't know. why. Just like you
Was he
talk about
Canadian?
that. Huh?
No, I'm being serious.
That's kind of what he sounded like.
But yeah, we'll you guys should definitely look into Killing Floor too and buy a PC.
Oh yeah.
PC.
Okay, let me get right on that.
Let's go. Yeah.
PC Master Race.
We'll get right on that.
Get the fuck out.
It
Seriously,
does look
though.
really fun though.
Graduate from consoles and buy a PC.
I like my Xbox.
I like.
You can keep it.
You don't have to get rid of it or anything.
Yeah,
I'm not
just
saying.
there.
I'm not saying.
It can play
like,
Blu-rays.
I'm not saying only buy PC. I'm saying like get a fucking PC.
I know. I want an editing capable one, which basically is a gaming capable one. So
I mean, $800 will get you a PC that'll last you a few years,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
and then you can upgrade it piece by piece and not spend a whole bunch of money on a new PC like a fucking console.
Goddamn scrubs. So is that it, Disco? Is
Yep.
that your stuff? Right on,
Peace.
man.
I'm out.
All right.
Good night, sir.
Bye. Welcome back to America.
Jersh.
Indie game.
Favorite
Oh,
indie
what up?
game, sir.
Oh. Whoa. Yeah.
I didn't prepare for this.
You have it written down.
Take speech out of jacket. Want to thank the Academy.
I want to thank my dealer.
I don't think
Thank you.
Seamus.
Okay, you're off the rails. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is my acceptance speech. So fuck you, Worth. So indie game of the year. I didn't play the indie games that I did play this year. I actually did play quite a bit, and among some of the best I played were Journey and Contrast, and like lots of others. They weren't released this year, but those were the types of the indie
that's
games.
the
that
qualifier here.
I know,
Yeah, I was getting ready to call him
I
out
know.
for a second.
Wait a minute.
I know. I'm just saying, like, those were some of the indie games I played this year that were older. One that was released this year that I grabbed actually on launch day. I was very, very happy with playing it. Still an alpha version of a game. Still has a long ways to go, but they have made some drastic improvements, and I'm really excited for the actual full release eventually when they do decide to do that. And it's We Happy Few.
Yes. I would agree.
Phenomenal concept. It's been a little rocky, especially in the beginning, as far as like balancing the crafting with the exploration. I actually jumped on a couple of weeks ago and was playing it, and they turned down the need for resources like food and water a lot.
You mentioned that was a big deal.
That was a big deal for me. Like, it broke the game for me because, like, I was just like, I can't find half the shit anyways, and, like, I'm dying. Like, I mean, there's no, like, they have such, like, an awesomely crafted world that it begs you to explore it. And I'm okay with the challenge. Like, give me a challenge, like, make me go find resources to stay alive. Like, that's all gravy, but balance it out a little bit more. And it seems like that they've done a great deal of that. So they've added story content. They've also improved the combat system and the quest system. My God, did they do an overhaul in the quest system. The quests were breaking down like left and right. Like, it was a huge problem for people. I never experienced it, but a lot of people
Did you say that you got it on the preview program for Xbox?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, this is a super, super early build for
It's-
Josh's experience.
It's
so.
basically an alpha build.
Yeah.
But they completely routed the questing and the dialogue to a completely different system now. So, and the way that they've been staying in touch with their community on feedback and stuff, this is going to be a fantastic full release when it actually does launch. But every minute I've spent in We Happy Few, I have had an absolute blast with. Even with the shortcomings that it has had, I think it's probably going to be one of the greater indie games that
Once
came
again,
out this
it's-
year.
It's an alpha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Like,
much.
that's the point of an alpha.
That
Mhm.
trailer was so good, though. Do you guys remember our E3 reaction when we were watching it?
Yeah,
that was
I don't
wild,
want to
yeah.
interrupt, but I was like, all of us were like, especially when they like the pinata smash open, you're like,
Yeah, that
oh,
was fucked up.
this is messed up. I'm loving this all the way through.
We have a
Yeah.
downer. He didn't take his joy.
That's
Yeah.
actually the first thing they drop you in.
That's
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
sure.
That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that's your opening scene for We Happy Few is,
Yeah.
is what they showed at E3.
Like,
I'm
So-
saying it's a great concept
Oh, yeah.
for an idea, just like people being overdosed on joy pills the entire time when in reality there's a lot of fucked up shit going on, but you ignore that because you're so happy all the time, you know.
They joy is actually a mechanic in the game where you actually do have to take it
Oh,
in
no,
order
yeah,
to
yeah,
complete certain things.
Yep.
So and in order to blend in too, because if you're trying to go into the main city and not the slums where everyone that refuses to take it is exiled, if you want to be able to get into the city, you can't look like that you're not on.
No, you have to be on joy.
So you actually do have to take the drug in order to blend in. So
Nice.
it's very interesting mechanic. So
Nice.
Lurgan.
what are you learning?
So again, I kind of like everybody else here. I didn't play a lot of indie games, but easily Unraveled was the best one.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Right, Josh just
I'm
got
glad
that the
you
other
said
day. Yeah, I'm not really into 2D, I guess, stuff
Platformer
a
type
lot. Yeah,
stuff?
yeah. I mean, it's hard. Would you call that a platformer?
Yes.
It's more of a puzzle game. Though.
It's a 2D platformer.
See, I guess.
Because that's what Mario's the same way. That's a platformer.
I suppose, but
Yeah.
I will say the emphasis in this game is way more about the puzzles.
No,
Yes.
there's
It's
more puzzles.
way
So-
more
yeah.
about the puzzles.
So
yeah.
it's a 2D platformer puzzle.
It has
game.
platform mechanics
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
It
it,
does
definitely
have
does.
platform
But yeah,
mechanics.
I mean, the puzzle is what really got me. I was totally digging that. Again, Josh kind of mentioned it earlier, like the story of it. Yeah, especially the music. Oh my god, music's amazing. It's so good. It's just a nice break because I play like Gears of War and shit where you murder people and things die a lot, and this is just such a nice, just like slow paced, just gentle game. I don't know. I like
it's
it.
like you play Minecraft or something.
It kind of is where it's just such a well. Minecraft can also get very terrifying very quickly.
Yeah.
So, but most of the time, Minecraft is easy going like this game. So yeah, I was.
But like if you just put your headsets on, turn the music on, and just build, like it's kind of relaxing.
Just get
it
lost.
can be until the creeper comes up behind you and you hear the tss, and you scream because you're gonna die.
Right.
Minecraft at its base, whatever, it's like a creative survival horror game.
Mm.
It's literally a survival horror game. So it's terrifying.
Yeah, I definitely get Unravel. It's not like anything you're used to playing.
But he's not wrong about the Minecraft, the music and the building and the. Oh yeah, Minecraft is super relaxing, especially if you're in like creative mode. So yeah, you're not wrong, but it can also be terrifying.
Unravel is just like really soothing. Like
Oh,
puts you
yeah.
it takes you to a different place.
Right.
Like that's how good this game is. Like as far as like being able to provide an experience over more than just a game for you to play. So
Yeah.
And I guess runner up for me would because it released on console this year was Gone Home.
Okay.
95%. I said it 100 times in this podcast. 95% was great. 5% was terrible. The ending was absolutely terrible.
Why did
Yeah.
you sound like Tim Allen from Home
Completely
Improvement
worthwhile.
Sandwich?
So
because I was really confused about why Logan said that. Because Logan and I had actually talked about. I didn't play Gone Home, and we talked kind of spoiler free about the ending and like what kind of Logan would say about it. But typically, like if I don't really like the ending for something, like it usually leaves like a bad stain on me forever.
see, and that's fair, but I personally don't like that hinging on my gameplay experience because like 95% of it was great. It was mysterious and it was interesting and I wanted to know what was going on. I played for like 2 or 3 hours and I just dug all of it. The ending was let down, but I loved my time with the game. And so that will to me will not ruin the experience overall. So it definitely is not good because it was a huge letdown, which is really disappointing. But I remember thinking about 95% of it and I was like, this is great. So I get what you're saying, but I still encourage people to play it because I loved going through it. So.
Mm-hmm.
So Patrick, most anticipated for next year. What do you got?
Most anticipated for
What do you
next
got?
year?
I know.
Personally, yes, I can say. Well, can I say what has been announced already, or what could possibly be announced?
You say both.
I'll
Just,
do both.
yeah, yeah.
Right now, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
By far.
I knew it.
Big surprise there.
By far, because it's just everything I want.
I would've
They're
known
combining
that.
so many, and it's just a big surprise from that studio because they're like, "Hey, guess what? We made Killzone, and then we made this." Okay, you're just like, this is a totally different style of game
I love
because it's got weird versions of like Assassin's Creed. It's got some Monster Hunter feel to it. It's got some overworld, just RPG, whether you want to call it Skyrim, fucking Fallout, Final Fantasy 15.
Far
We can even
Cry.
throw that in now. Far Cry, it's just correcting resources. You have this big thing. Who knows? It might have reputation statuses because they say in the trailer there's a bunch of like different types of villages that are around the area. Like we haven't really seen a lot about the game. I mean, we've seen, the ability to like register shit on the map.
A lot of
and have
gameplay.
Gameplay,
Yeah.
but how the actual game itself works to like building storyline or possibly building resources and all this stuff. Yeah, they've still kept it pretty under wraps the entire time. Most unannounced anticipated game in 2017. If it's 2017, would be Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah! There you go.
Would be
That's
by
fair.
far 3. Yeah.
Most likely it will be, I think.
I mean, Final Fantasy VII, the episodic, is way up there too. Don't get me wrong. I really want to play the episodic, but I've been waiting a long time.
Oh, so long!
For Kingdom Hearts.
I'm sorry,
3.
was I
Yeah, a little loud.
I really, really, really want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. Especially because
You're not
2.8
wrong.
comes out in less than like 3 weeks. So
I'm probably going to cry. It's probably going to happen.
Don't get mad.
Yeah.
Get glad.
No, seriously. When was Kingdom Hearts 2? When was Kingdom Hearts 2 released? What was that? 2006?
2000, yeah, I would say 7 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, it was
is when
about
came out,
2007. I don't know. It's. I mean, we're
To the internet.
we're looking on 10 years. We're looking on a decade of.
I want to say it's 7 or 8 years since it's come out.
I don't know, man.
It's on PS2, so
I know that I have a Heartless tattoo. I know that I've literally played the first Kingdom Hearts like 5 or 6 times, like beating it all the way through.
What you got, Logan?
If Josh ever comes into and knocks on your door, he's like, "Have you ever heard of our Lord and Savior Kingdom Hearts?"
Yeah, pretty much. It's
2005.
2005.
Yeah,
okay. So yeah, well, 11 years.
yeah. 12. It'll be 12, but if it comes out this year,
11 years. That was
or
totally
in
out.
17. Yeah, it'll be 12 years. So
Crazy.
we've been waiting a long
And even
time for this.
I don't know if you saw it yet, but Tetsuya Nomura brought out a Christmas message. Have you not seen this yet?
I
It's about
think
2 minutes and 30-ish.
Oh
seconds.
no!
It's just him sitting like in a studio room, and he's got a Santa hat on, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, we really want to hope you guys are enjoying Final Fantasy 15. We're working really hard on it. We apologize for some of the bugs that are coming on. We're going through this." And he's like, "We also want to let you know that we really appreciate you coming out and really still supporting Kingdom Hearts all the way through, because you can tell he really cares about the Kingdom Hearts series. It's kind of like his second child all the way through."
It still has a huge, massive following.
He announced an orchestra tour.
Yeah,
that's coming up.
don't rub it in.
I know they're doing a world tour that's going. It's
You
not
were
gonna
telling me
come-
about that.
It's
What
not
world tour?
It's not coming anywhere near Omaha.
Damn.
By far, it's not coming anywhere near.
Why would it? This is a
Nebraska.
garbage
Yeah,
town, so.
Yeah, but apparently huge orchestra with the main they're gonna do legit Kingdom Hearts music. All the way through, and then he was talking about how in the next couple of months they're gonna announce some more stuff about Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, but.
This is the year of Kingdom Hearts. Now that Final
It's
Fantasy 15 is out of the
15th
way.
No, it's the 15th anniversary.
Yeah,
of
it's the
Kingdom
15th
Hearts, too.
anniversary.
Yeah.
This is their year. So
So anyway, that's all
sorry.
I got on most
Sorry.
anticipated.
freaking out here.
Am I allowed to do game of the year too? Or are we switching? Or are we saving that?
I
for
don't
last?
care anymore.
You
Whatever you
might-
guys want to
you
do.
might as well just
I don't
tie it in.
care.
Well,
You might
I
as
mean,
well
I think categories makes more sense, but I don't care.
Well,
we're
let's
fine.
go. Let's
I
go.
said no-
fuck
We
it all
also
up.
we also have 10 minutes left, so you guys
Yeah.
know. So
Okay.
I don't give a
well,
shit. How you
I'm
can
gonna-
just start screaming out games. I
I'm
don't
going to
care.
keep this short and sweet. My most anticipated game for 2017 is Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah,
Makes
that's
sense.
Yep.
Right.
That,
Goddamn
I don't
good
think
one.
I need to say anything else other than that.
Andromeda.
Fair point.
Andromeda.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So.
Yeah.
Jersh.
Josh.
Most anticipated game. I wanted to say it was the tie between Andromeda and Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously, but Especially with the hype of coming off of Mass Effect 3 and beating it for the first time. Like, how long ago did it come out? Like a
Phrasing.
month ago?
Yeah, maybe about a month.
Yeah. So
Josh beat it for the first time a month ago.
Shut up. Get out.
How did it feel?
Get out of my life. It felt fantastic, actually. Mass Effect was an amazing experience.
Did your mom walk in?
When you were beating it.
Get out of here, Mom! No, I want to thank all of you for harping on me to consistently play
There's
that,
a reason
because
we
it was
told you.
totally worth it. So, but no, Kingdom Hearts 3, 12 years. I mean, it's I can't tell you in words how excited I am.
We believe you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for believing
You
that.
don't need to say anything.
I don't need to say anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is coming out in January. I think it's like a week before my birthday, actually, I think.
Yeah.
But so hint hint. Elbow, nudge,
Nudge.
nudging, all the nudges. No, but I'm actually going to do a chronological playthrough of every Kingdom Hearts story, cinematics, whatever they've released on console so far. I mean, because we're going to have everything, more or less. So I'm going to do a complete playthrough of every game when they do a release date, when they announce a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I will play through every single game in preparation for story when Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
And by that time, I'm sure he'll have more than enough time before it
So-
comes out.
So
Yeah,
I have
so-
a question. So coming from someone that's never played a Kingdom Hearts game before,
Okay.
is there like, different endings? Is there like moral choice in this game, or what? Is it just like straight?
It's like a linear story.
It's very linear.
It's a
Yeah.
linear story.
Okay.
The cool thing about it, though, is that you can complete the linear story in any way you want. So more or less, like, think of it like with the Mass Andromeda or Mass Effect planets.
Mhm.
You have the galaxy map. It's pretty much the same thing.
Okay.
So you can go to, like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you could go to Nightmare Before Christmas, or you could go to
Pirates of the Caribbean. Or something.
yeah, Parts of that was the second one, but
Yeah.
you can go and do any of these in any order.
Okay.
So they're episodic in a sense because of what you have to do for Kingdom Hearts. It's just way too much story to go into.
Yeah.
But more or less, that's the concept of it. Now, there are story elements where if you collect enough things and do enough things, they'll give you epilogues and different little story tidbits you can hold on to. There's leveling up, you're doing weapons, there's RPG management. I mean, it's your standard RPG. So, and Mass Effect, in a sense, is also on rails as far as its story main quest goes. I imagine that Kingdom Hearts does have side quest.
Yeah.
So
So it's Mass Effect.
There's arena.
There's
oh,
there's tons of side quests.
gotta fight
to do.
Sephiroth, motherfucker.
I imagine that Kingdom Hearts 3 will probably take that to an entirely new level. We don't even know what worlds. I think the only worlds that have been confirmed are Big Hero 6,
Entangled
Entangled,
and Twilight Town.
Twilight Town, and then Olympus.
Olympus, yeah.
Some sort of version of variation of Hercules is going to be involved.
Because
in
I
this.
saw that one gameplay trailer where you're like fighting the Titans.
Oh yeah, I made you
that's,
watch
that's
all of them.
Hercules.
Yeah.
I've made everyone in this group watch all of them, but
Not those kind of Titans, Logan.
What?
The Titans from
what?
Hercules.
Just
not Titanfall.
what's
Titans?
happening?
What?
What is he talking about?
I said not the Titanfall Titans like the Hercules.
Oh,
Titans.
okay. I know.
Yeah.
It's like, what Titans are you talking about? Is it Attack
Yeah.
on Titan? Okay.
No, not those Titans.
Are we doing Game of the Year? I'll just say Final Fantasy 15 because
Yeah, we all knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you didn't know.
So my most anticipated, I have a couple. If Red Dead Redemption 2 gets released, I don't know for sure. Yeah, I assume.
It's confirmed.
Barring any delays, whatever, So
Yeah.
2017. Andromeda, you guys already said.
Mm.
Spider-Man for the fucking PlayStation.
Woo!
Yeah. I'm getting PS4 for that game specifically.
Yay.
Uh,
Motorman.
The number one though is Scalebound.
Nice.
Yeah, Scalebound.
Yeah.
Scalebound.
I'll agree with
Is
that.
that
It was at
ringing a
E3.
bell?
Like Dragon Battles, pretty much.
Oh, I actually wasn't very impressed.
So okay,
with
the
that.
thing is, it was better than Final Fantasy demo at least. So you can fuck yourself.
So it
Oh.
was no, fuck you.
We're continuing the conversation. We got to wrap it up.
Fuck you.
So the E3 from the year before Scalebound was way better. I'll give you that demo wasn't a great representation. Watch the one from the year before. It was a huge open world, Yeah, the one from the year before was great.
To be fair, Final Fantasy 15's demo this year, which was not the game's fault, it was the person, whoever had the controller's fault, that they were just like a toddler. Like, oh god, it was so bad.
It was pretty bad. It was,
It was
God,
so
God.
bad.
so those are my anticipated games. So game of the year, Pat.
I have it's a tie for me.
Yeah?
I am literally not lying. Final Fantasy 15. Also, Pokemon Moon surprised the fuck out of me.
Nice.
Entirely.
Nice.
I'm not
Sweet.
like the way they changed it, and again, I'm gonna go fast. The way they changed all the annoying stuff from the old games, all the new stuff they brought into the new games, just the mechanics of it in general, the way the graphics improved. I'm thoroughly still enjoying that game.
It's cool that a
Oh,
game. I mean, if you go back to Blue and Red, like it's the same concept still, but they keep making it basically better, and that's cool that they can keep the same thing.
I'm just surprised on how X and Y was not that long ago, and there was still small stuff that was annoying to a lot of people, and then a couple years later they make Sun and Moon,
right.
and it feels like X and Y, but what X and Y should have been
Yeah.
in the first
Right.
place. You know what I mean? So
Nice. Yep.
yeah, and it's trial by ear as usual, but yeah, I would put 15 on a slightly higher list though. Like it's a tiny bit higher. Its hair is a little bit taller than Sun and Moon. That's it.
Makes
It's
sense.
just because it's got the anime hair going.
Ah,
So,
Final Fantasy
Nice.
15, though.
Worth.
Oh God, my favorite game of 2016. God, I'm trying to narrow it down between 3 games.
You can kind of just say, yeah, if you had a bunch,
Well,
what do you got?
Remastered. There you go.
What?
It's 3.
God damn it, no. I mean, technically that's a 2007 game, but that's a different topic. Anyway, so first off is going to be Division, just for I guess straight like I don't know enjoyment that I got out of the game, and plus like with all the updates and everything, it added a bunch of fantastic replay value.
Right.
It's probably the best game to play in my opinion with a party or like with co-op I guess next to Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. Yeah, that's never gonna
That'll
that's never
change,
gonna-
right? Yeah, nothing
But
like
on
that.
new gen, the best game to play with a party would be Division in my opinion.
Right, it's a great co-op game.
My favorite shooter that was released this year was Titanfall 2.
Favorite game, not shooter.
Well, but it's
He's breaking it down.
your
You
favorite.
can't help.
Okay, it's in my top. It's in my top 3. Titanfall 2 added a bunch of fantastic mechanics that were that the first game was lacking. Made the multiplayer a lot more balanced, and there was a lot more content that was produced for the game.
That's true.
So true sequel, best anything that they all the good stuff they took from the first game they put into the second game and made it that much better. And then Battlefield 1 just for because it's Battlefield, but they made it super bare bones and more skill based as opposed to just using fucking
18 attachments on
18
one fucking
attachments on
gun.
your guns.
Yeah.
Like you maybe get a scope and that's it.
Attachments are crazy. Like camos are crazy now. Like here's your rainbow glitter unicorn
Yeah,
camo. It's like Jesus Christ, just give me the gun.
Like I just no, dude. I love just running around with iron sight bolt action rifles. Like that's my favorite thing to do. in that
Yeah,
game.
man.
And especially
the old school.
like headshotting people from 100 yards away with an open sight rifle. It's like the most satisfying thing in the game. And you can quick scope. You can
Right.
fucking quick scope with them. So it's like, oh, so good.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's what I got for 2016.
You said yours, Josh. That was Final Fantasy. That's
Yeah.
what you got.
Yeah, I want to throw in an honorable mention there because I did back the Kickstarter. I did. I purchased a Kickstarter perk for Pray to the Gods.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about it. They've reached their $500,000 stretch goal of their $300,000 goal that they were hoping to hit. So we're gonna have a lot of stretch
That
goal
shows
bonuses.
the Colossus bullshit, right?
It's the yes,
Oh, yeah.
it's the spiritual predecessor to or spiritual successor to Shadow of the Colossus. So I'm very excited about it. So got download code waiting next year.
There you
It's
go.
actually this time next year I'll have it. So super stoked, but that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
My game of the year, I kind of have a couple too. Like honorable mention because I didn't play it enough was Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
Yeah, I'm
I got
surprised
it.
you haven't really talked about that.
It got buried by just so many kind of other things going on,
So-
and I had a mobile version of the game where it's like a puzzle game. If you played like Tomb Raider Go or it's like Deus Ex Go, it's It's just a really awesome puzzle game. I wanted to beat that first, and I just got kind of sidetracked by everything. So I'm actually just gonna wait and go back to Mankind Divided, kind of when the next like lull in releases, comes out. But I will eventually play that. I know I'm gonna love it.
And you were so hyped for that game, man.
Well, and what I played, I fucking loved. I played a good 10, 15 hours of it probably. So I played a good amount, and I loved what I did so far. I just need to do more now.
Yeah.
Division also with Disco and Worth, like it started out great. Once we got max level, it kind of tapered off, and then the updates fixed basically everything. Yeah, so it's if this would have been the original launch product, it would have been fucking perfect. But it's an MMO, it's always evolving, so I'm digging it. Seriously, my game of the year this year was Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
Took me by total fucking surprise. I said it a few months ago. I was not going to buy it. Not on EA Access. This is bullshit. I happened to get a free version. I'm so fucking glad I got it. The single player campaign was the best campaign I'd played in a shooter in a very long time. Could not believe how fun it was, how interesting it was. The connection between you and even your Titan was just a fun. You actually care about the Titan,
and the cool platforming elements.
There was platforming elements, there was shooting elements. Every third mission had a different interesting mechanic that you see once in the game and then it's gone.
The time travel.
Dude, yeah, the time travel one was crazy. You get to hack robots later to fight for you. There was one other thing. Oh, you get the smart pistol eventually. It was a blast, dude.
Smart pistol that fires homing bullets. That automatically headshot any enemy.
Yep, you give it a few seconds to lock on, and they're dead.
Yeah,
it was amazing. The Titan combat, you could change on the fly. You could pick your Titan as you wanted to go. And the multiplayer was fucking awesome. I've already maxed out and did the regeneration, which is basically Prestige in Call of Duty. Same concept. I already did that once. So, yeah, game of the year.
10 out of 10.
There you go.
I was really impressed with the puzzle mechanics, the platforming mechanics and the time travel mechanic and Titanfall 2. That was something that I never see that in shooters. I mean, and for the fact that you were able to bring in an audience that normally likes platforming, but you're also able to provide an authentic first-person shooter experience, fuck yeah, good on the developer, whoever developed Titanfall.
Respawn,
the team that made COD 4, Josh.
True. Basically, it's most of the
team.
Actually,
I mean, I guess that's not bad. So COD 4 is highly praised. So
it's just there's not many games anymore that you'll be playing and you'll just kind of stop and go holy fuck, that was cool. Mm-hmm. Games are great. I have a lot of games I really love, but there was multiple moments in the campaign where I was this is fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. This is awesome. I had to stop what I was doing just to think about what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't happen in shooters, let alone other bigger games that I play a lot. So it was great. So,
sweet.
Well, that's the fucking podcast.
That is the podcast.
So, man, episode 60.
Yeah, man.
We're getting, this for a while. Getting old.
So right.
We gotta start riding our wheels, boys.
We're gonna die soon.
Right.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen.
The nihilist in me is we're gonna die.
When we start launching our Patreon, we'll have to release the pre-podcast tapes when we're all dead to those backers of Patreon.
No, it's $10,000. You get to hear one episode of the podcast, right?
Just hear how
what's the statute of limitation for getting arrested for the shit we said, right?
Yeah. Sign legal agreements. You will not share this information with anyone.
Right.
The deepest, darkest corners of all of humanity.
Can we get arrested though?
I don't know. I'm just saying we said some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody. Goodbye.
Deuce.
That's it. Yeah. Bye.
We love you.